ending the night, we go over to boxing. We had Terence Crawford improved to, 41-0?
41-0, 31 knockouts.
Against Israil Madrimov.
Mm-hmm.
And with the win, he gets a title in his 4th division, which is incredibly impressive.
Yep.
I wasn't impressed by the fight, I must say.
No, I wasn't either. But I mean, he hasn't gone the distance since 2016. That was the last time. So the last 8 years. So not a typical Terence Crawford performance, but I think also, I mean, Madrimov was not. I mean, he's not terrible. Like
No.
I think a lot of people thought that he was just going to dominate him, and like he's a good fighter. Like has over 300 amateur fights.
I think that's something that jumped out to us,
which was insane to hear.
That is,
but that he's only 10-0. I mean, I guess 10-1 now, but like the dude has experience. The dude is good. Like
for sure.
So I wasn't a typical Terence Crawford performance, and I wasn't super impressed. I thought down the stretch, the last couple rounds, he was more aggressive. Hit him with a couple shots.
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't too impressed.
Yeah, and I think it's funny that, going back to what you said about his streak of finishes, like the first time I actually tune in to watch a Terence Crawford fight live, it's a decision. So, yeah, kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he did what he had to do to win. But now there's talks of him fighting Canelo Alvarez. What do you think about that?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't.
I think going up in weight this last fight against Madrimov was just like showing like, and I think Todd Grisham said it best, was legacy has its limits. And I think, that's a legacy fight, but that is the limit. Like you can't go up to 167 and compete against probably the best boxer in the world. And even though Terence Crawford is pound for pound number 1, Canelo Alvarez is still that dude. He is still that guy. Yeah. And I think that's his natural weight. And I don't think that's a good idea for him. I think that he gets finished probably within 7. So I don't think it's a good idea. I think you stay at that weight or maybe even move back down to where you were at. But yeah, I don't like the entertainment of that fight. I did prior, but not anymore.
Yeah, I was pumped about it before they both got 2 separate fights booked. But now after this fight, I could live without it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it'd be fun to see for a fan, but I also just don't think that's a good idea for Crawford's part.
No, especially if he wants to keep that O.
Yeah, if you want to keep that O, then you do not. You don't fight Canelo. That's the one dude that's going to end it.
Yeah, absolutely. So the fight itself wasn't the barn burner that we expected it to be.
No.
But what I thought was actually pretty great was the concert ahead of time.
Yeah.
Eminem, longtime friend of Terence Crawford, also just dropped The Death of Slim Shady. He performed a quick set list for ahead of the fights. He did Houdini from his most recent album. He did Rap God, which was kind of crazy to see again. Till I Collapse, Cinderella Man, which was insane, and then topped it off with Lose Yourself. And so that was great. It was nice to see him perform. So I wanted to ask you, though, if you could come up with your own 5-song set list for an Eminem concert, like the one we saw last night, what would it be?
Well, I'm going to throw Till I Collapse in there. Obviously a great pump-up song. Lose Yourself. I'm going to go Cinderella Man 2. I'm going to go Fast Lane.
Ooh.
And then probably Forgot About Dre.
Ooh, those are good.
I think would be the 5th.
Those are great. I like Fast Lane. That's a good one. That's a super solid
one. For my favorite movie, Real Steel.
Oh, yeah. One of the greatest films ever made.
Yep.
I think for me, I'm going to try to keep it out of what you said and what he performed as well. I'm going to start with I'm Back. I think we're going to go Business of the Eminem Show. Let's go Role Model from Slim Shady LP. And then maybe like Survival.
Yeah.
From Marshall Mathers LP
like
2. And then I think we'll end. It doesn't, not really in a specific order. I'm going to go with Talking to Myself off of Recovery. I think that'd be a pretty solid one.
Yeah.
Yeah.